English learners, welcome back to another important and useful episode. I'm so excited to have you here because today we are going to talk about something very important, something that can change your life. Yes, we're talking about how to become fluent in English. Now, I know many of you are learning English because you want to communicate better, travel, study, or even work in an English-speaking country, but the biggest challenge most learners face is fluency, the ability to speak naturally and confidently without thinking too much. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on today. So if you have ever felt nervous when speaking English, if you have ever struggled to find the right words, or if you have ever wished to speak like a native speaker, then this episode is for you. Stay with me until the end because I will give you some simple and powerful tips that will help you become a fluent English speaker. I want this podcast to feel like a conversation between friends. Imagine that we are sitting in a cozy cafe having a warm cup of coffee or tea and talking about how to improve your English. No stress, no pressure, just easy, friendly, and fun learning. And here's the best part: fluency is not about being perfect. Many learners think that they must know every single grammar rule, every difficult word, or every perfect pronunciation to be fluent, but that's not true. In reality, fluency is about confidence and practice. It's about speaking without fear, understanding others, and making real connections through language. Why fluency is important: think about this. When you are fluent in English, doors open for you. You can make new friends, travel the world with ease, get better job opportunities, and even enjoy movies and books in their original language. English fluency gives you freedom. So in today's episode, I will take you on a step-by-step journey. I will share 5 powerful strategies that will help you improve your fluency in a natural and simple way. You don't need a teacher, you don't need to live in an English-speaking country, and you don't need to study 10 hours a day. All you need is the right mindset and the right practice, and I will show you exactly how to do that. Are you ready? Great, let's get started understanding fluency. Now that we are ready to start, let's first understand what fluency really means. Many English learners think that fluency means speaking fast, using big words, or having a perfect accent, but this is not true. Fluency is not about speed, it is not about perfection. It is about being able to speak comfortably, naturally, and without too much hesitation. It means you can express your ideas and have a conversation without stopping too often to think about every word. Let me ask you a question: when you speak in your native language, do you speak fast all the time? Do you always use difficult words? Do you never make mistakes? Of course not. Even native speakers pause, correct themselves, and sometimes forget words, but they keep going, and that's what fluency is all about. So let's clear up some common myths about fluency and focus on what really matters: fluency versus accuracy. What's the difference? Many learners worry too much about accuracy. Accuracy means using correct grammar, perfect pronunciation, and the right words every time. Of course, accuracy is important, but fluency and accuracy are not the same thing. Let me explain. Imagine two learners. Learner A speaks slowly but perfectly. They always think before they speak, making sure their grammar is correct, but they struggle to have a natural conversation because they stop too often. Learner B speaks naturally and confidently. They make small grammar mistakes, but they can have a full conversation without hesitation. Which learner is more fluent? Learner B. Of course, we should try to speak correctly, but fluency is more important than perfection. You don't need to be perfect to communicate. You need to be understood and express yourself confidently. So my advice: don't wait until your English is perfect to start speaking. Speak now, practice now, and fluency will come. Common myths about fluency. Let's talk about some common Myths that stop learners from becoming fluent. Myth number 1: I need to memorize a lot of vocabulary to be fluent. Truth: you don't need thousands of words. You just need the right words. Native speakers use simple common words in daily conversations instead of learning difficult words. Focus on useful phrases and sentences. Myth number 2: I need to have a perfect accent to be fluent. Truth: fluency is not about sounding like a speaker. Many fluent English speakers have different accents. The important thing is that people can understand you. So don't worry too much about pronunciation, just focus on clear speaking. Myth number 3: I need to live in an English-speaking country to be fluent. Truth: you can become fluent from anywhere in the world thanks to the internet. You can listen to English, practice speaking, and even make English-speaking friends online. The key is consistent practice. Myth number 4: fluency means speaking fast. Truth: fluency means speaking naturally, not fast. Some people speak fast, others speak slowly. What matters is speaking clearly and confidently. Myth number 5: I am too old to become fluent. Truth: it's never too late to learn. Many people become fluent in a second language even in their 40s, 50s, seconds, or older. The key is practice and motivation, not age. What does fluency really look like? Now that we know what fluency is not, let's talk about what fluency really looks like. A fluent English speaker understands spoken English easily, can, and confidence. In the next part of this podcast, I will give you 5 powerful steps that will help you become fluent faster. These are simple, practical tips that you can start using today. So stay with me. We are just getting started. Your journey to fluency begins now. The 5 key steps to English fluency. Now that we understand what fluency really means, it's time to talk about how to become fluent in English. Many learners feel lost because they don't know what to focus on or what steps to take. But don't worry, in this part of the podcast I will share 5 key steps that will help you become fluent faster and more effectively. These are simple, practical steps that you can start using today. If you follow them consistently, you will see big improvements in your speaking, listening, and overall confidence in English. Are you ready? Let's begin. Step 1: listen, listen, listen. One of the biggest mistakes English learners make is not listening enough. Many people try to speak first, but without good listening skills, speaking will always be difficult. Think about how babies learn their first language. Do they start speaking immediately? No, first they listen to their parents for months. They hear the sounds, words, and sentences over and over before they try to speak. You need to do the same. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to speak. Your brain will get used to English sounds, sentence structures, and natural expressions. What should you listen to? English podcasts just like this one. Audio books. Choose simple ones in the beginning. Movies and TV shows with subtitles first, then without. YouTube videos. Watch English learning channels or vlogs. Real conversations. Listen to native speakers talking. How to make listening effective. Listen every day, even for just 10 to 15 minutes. Don't translate. Try to understand the meaning from context. Repeat listening. Listen to the same content multiple times. Shadowing technique. Repeat what you hear immediately to improve pronunciation and fluency. If you listen to English daily, your brain will start to recognize words and phrases naturally, making speaking much easier. Step to speak every day, even if you are alone. The second key to fluency is speaking every day. Many learners think, I will speak when my English is better, but this is wrong. You must speak from the beginning. What if you don't have a speaking partner? No problem. You can still practice speaking alone. Here are some ways how to practice speaking alone. Self-talk. Talk to yourself in English about your day, your plans, or your thoughts. Describe your surroundings. Look around and say what you see. Example: I see a red chair. The Window is open. The weather is nice today. Read aloud. Read books, news, or articles in English and say the words out loud. This helps with